I want everyone in this room to imagine you just got back from an 8-hour school day, plus also a 2-hour practice. Following along with you have to come home, eat dinner with your family, clean your room, do your chores in your house, and also knowing that you have to shower and then you have an hour to 2 hours of homework. This is already causing me so much stress. It's kind of a hard thing to think about. For many students, this isn't just like a rare thing, it happens every day. I'd assume every student in this room has felt stressed about homework or has just been overwhelmed with the amount of homework they've been given. My experience with this topic is I'm an athlete and I go to school, and it can be hard to balance everything while also trying to balance your home life and just so many other things. It can be really hard and difficult. So this is where I'm going to get into my topic is teachers should significantly reduce the amount of homework because of how much it harms students more than it helps them. So this is a scale of how much homework stresses you out. You can see the top 4 highest numbers are the top highest ratings of how much it stresses you out. Also, this is a response out of 516 people. Take note of that, but for number 10 stressed out is 131 people. 9 is 103 people. 8 is 126, and then 7 is 82, and then the rest just get smaller and smaller. So this just kind of shows, like, out of 516 people, how much of them are stressed. So Stanford report claims too much time spent on homework makes students more stressed, physical health problems, and a lack of balance, and even from society. So for me personally, I could get kind of stressed, especially with my parents. If I do bad on a homework assignment or anything, they're wondering, why did you get a bad grade on it? It could be hard, especially because, say, you don't know the topic too well or you're not understanding how to do it. It could just overall be really stressful in that cause. Also, too much homework can cause an effect on your mental health. I know many people that have went through depression, through so much homework, and it can be really hard. So I do think that homework can hurt a lot of people's mental health through that. I also think homework can negatively impact students' self-esteem and academic confidence. It can be hard when you don't understand what's going on, knowing that you have to get the assignment done, especially if it's due the next day, and if you don't know how to do it. It can be hard, and it could just help you. It can kind of bring you down. Like, it'll make you feel like, why am I not understanding this when other people are understanding this? Like, it's no fair or whatever. It can be really hard for that to happen. But another thing that will cause is it can be hard on your sleep schedule. Sleep is one of the biggest things that will help you in anything. It could be in sports, in school, in anything. You have to get, from the age of 12 to 18, it's recommended to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night for this because you're growing, your mind is growing, and everything is just, it's going. So sleep is a big thing, and it's hard to get sleep if you have so much homework to do because the homework is due the next day. So it can be hard trying to get that sleep schedule. And then the next is, just like I went over, it can cause a lot of depression and comparison problems because you can look at yourself and be like, why am I not as good as this student? It can be really hard. But for my next main point, I'm going to be talking about how homework can take away from personal life. So my first is the family time. Family time is a really big thing. It's just really important to spend time with your family, and if you don't, like, say you're in your room doing homework while you're having a family party or whatever, everyone's going to wonder, your family side's going to wonder, like, why are you not with us? And then you're going to wonder, like, why do I have to do this instead of spend time with my family? It could be really hard. So for my next, I have a little pie about the stress levels again. And this is overall a lot of students in America. So 74.1% of them are stressed. And then 15.5 are maybe stressed, but it's a significant big amount with the blue being, yes, they're stressed. So I think that was kind of interesting. Also, homework can take away from hobbies. Hobbies are things that everyone has. And it can be hard knowing that you want to do something when you're stuck actually doing homework. So that could be something that takes away from your personal life. And also clubs, knowing that you have, like, your friends waiting for you to club with you, knowing that you have to get all this homework done because it's due next Monday, so that could be hard. Also, part-time jobs. There's a lot of students that have jobs over the weekend and in the school week, and knowing they need to go to the job, but they still have things to do. It's really hard, and it goes back to causing stress. So it can be hard. And then with sports, there's so many people in sports, and it's a good balance, but it can be hard to balance sports and school. So it can be really hard to take away for that. And then from the University of San Diego, they claim that we spend an average of 6.8 hours of homework per week on school. So that's a big amount, especially if we're going to school for 8 hours a day. So it can be hard. I feel like students should be relieved once they get to the weekend. It should be, oh, like, yes, I get to the weekend, instead of knowing that I have to do more school on the weekend when you just spent 8 hours a day at school. So it could be, students should feel relieved once the weekend comes. For my last main point, if students assign homework, it should be effective homework. Stanford report explains, any homework assigned should have a purpose and benefit, and it should be designed to cultivate learning and development. So homework isn't all terrible if it's helping the student become better, but if it's just for busy work and the teacher didn't get to it, it could be hard because you just spent 8 hours of school in that day. So if the homework is helping you learn better, then I think it's good. But it can be hard, especially if they assign stuff that you don't understand how to do. Then you say you have no one to help you over the weekend. Like, it can be hard. And also, some people don't have the same resources as other people, such as internet. And so this is the conclusion of my speech. The 3 main points I talked about was how it causes stress, the effective homework, and also takes away time from personal lives. And then teachers should significantly reduce the amount of homework because too much of it harms students more than it helps them. And it's the end of my speech. Are there any questions? Thank you.